Nigerian police don't come tell us how they take manage yesterday's protests. You know, how they take manage the situation on ground. You know, this one they happen for Channel TV. It happened for Channel TV. So Shehu was kind of asking the guy a question. He was like, what transpires? Why shooting at the peaceful protestants? You know, why tear gassing them? Is that the best form of controlling or maybe managing protest? So the man now was kind of talking plenty, you know, that they didn't shoot at them, that they were just shooting up. They were just shooting up. Now, supposing we have any casualty, or maybe someone, you know, the person come by on the process, then go say na accidental discharge, because na common English for Nigerian police. That one they had them. Yeah. Now, okay, fine, they shoot up. They come ask the guy again, okay, why use the tear gas? Is it the best form of what happened to the water cannon? Share water cannon there, and the one that no use now, na come the tear gas people. The man can say, why Shehu can they make this thing look bad? Tear gas is approved by the world now. It's what every other country use. Now waiting this man open his mouth, they talk, say tear gas no dey harmful, it is approved by the world. But why you say, as you know say this is approved by the world, why you say they get some things where you need to use before you get to tear gas? Things like water cannon, you know, rubber bullets, a lot of things before getting to tear gas. You can't say Shehu is painting this thing to look bad. That even before you guys even use the tear gas, you guys made an announcement. You are announcing to people that came out to exercise their franchise, to protest for what they believe in, to flee the place because you want to pour tear gas. If you have these people at heart, you know, you care about them, is tear gas supposed to be the first thing you are supposed to use immediately? Aside the fact that you have already, you have started, you know, messing up the whole atmosphere by shooting on the air. Guys, when this guy talked about tear gas is not harmful, you know, many people normally say, okay, tear gas is this kind of chemical substance that it will choke you or maybe make your eye kind of pepper or something like that. Let me tell you guys one thing, okay? Talking about tear gas, whether it's harmful to health or not. Number one thing I want us to know that tear gas is really in fact, it's very, very harmful to human health. Because I needed to go as far as to make sure, say, okay, I brought this, I want to make inquiry and search about this. As we know, be personnel now, all those security personnel, they could just come talk one or two things. A lot of people will fall for it, but we will not go fall for it, okay? Now, let's talk about this tear gas of a thing. Tear gas is often made of CS gas or CN gas. It's a chemical irritant designed to disperse crowds by causing intense pain, not by killing. However, the truth is that tear gas is harmful, especially when used wrongly or in a large quantity. Here is what it does. Tear gas causes severe burning in the eye, throat, and skin. It leads to coughing, choking, or shortness of breath. It can trigger asthma attack, heart problem, or even death in vulnerable people. Nigerian police, you guys say this is not harmful. Something that can trigger heart attack. You know, when they say something trigger heart attack, that maybe you don't, you know, when they say this thing trigger something, that is not there before. It's not there before. There is something that's okay, maybe you are suffering from heart attack and you now went to that, no, you trigger it, you know, you force it to come. It's not there before. And you say that tear gas is not harmful to human health. So they say when fired in a close space or at close range, it can cause permanent injury or fatality. It can cause permanent injury. And this is what you say that is not harmful to human health. Now, guys, there's something I want us to look into. This guy was like saying that tear gas is approved by the world. That is what other country, even the developed country, because you know they had them, they go just run. Brrr, even the developed country are using it. That is what is being used to control crowd when it comes to protesters. Now, is tear gas the best way of handling protests? The answer is no. Absolutely not, especially for peaceful and unarmed protests, because I have to go through UN, what UN said when it has to be protests. How do UN, advise the security authorities to handle or manage protests? So, according to them, they said the international best practice, like those recommended by the UN or Amnesty International, emphasize that dialogue and negotiation should be the first thing. Dialogue and negotiation should be the first thing. Now, we don't see how it take go for Nigeria now. Before this protest started, they started this protest of 18. They talk, okay, instead of the government they call Sowore or maybe the people involved, okay, make with dialogue, or what people want. You want to free Nnamdi Kanu, is that okay? Why, on what basis? What do you think? Okay, if we let Nnamdi Kanu go, what do you think that will happen with this? Would it reduce some insecurities or stuff like that? You people dialogue and come to a conclusion. Nigeria government did not do that. They didn't even follow the second best way of managing protestants, which is the water cannon, the rubber bullets, or the barricades. They said the barricades should only be considered if the protestants turn violent. This is what should be used when the protestants turn violent. Now, you not used all these things, you went straight to tear gas. Listen, they say tear gas should be the last. I'm talking from UNN, what UN and the Amnesty International, the rules. Because when this man, this police PLO was talking, was kind of telling us it's not as if he's harmless, it's not as if it's a death sentence, or how do you even say it? There's one particular language he used. It's not as if that tear gas is a weapon of massive destruction. Now, UN is now telling you that tear gas should be the last resort, not a first reaction. Now, and never should it be used on a peaceful demonstrant. Never should it be used on a peaceful demonstrators. Now, let's come back to what happened again yesterday in this Frame Nnamdi Kanu protest. First of all, these guys went shooting on air, and I know a lot of you saw the video where Sowore and some other protesters was running for their life. They didn't consider all the necessary things produced by listed by UN to manage the the protest. They went straight to tear gas. From what happened yesterday, Nigerian police first of all go court to stop this protest. The court come for their hands, come say, "Kai, go work. Waiting on the sick, not supposed to be like that." Now, before the protest, even when the protest, people are still coming out. Some few people are still there. You guys start shooting to scare people away. That was live bullet, not rubber bullet, live bullet. Now, as if that one is not enough, you start as maybe someone, maybe your IG or stuff, like maybe you're on a brain call to order. On a consumer on use tear gas. Now that one no do. Now I can't use police brutality, because a lot of people was arrested. Nnamdi Kanu younger brother was arrested. He was forcefully arrested. Aloy Ejima Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer was also arrested, and with some 6 other people there, saying that they want to invade, or maybe they want to trespass. There are some people that is restricted that protestants should not go. Do you expect Protestants to come to the market and start protesting? Those restricted places is the place that if Protestants enter, the government will be able to hear them out. Yes. Now, it is clear that Nigerian police is not working for the people, but they are working against the people. They are working for the highest bidders, the Asua Jews, the Jagaban. That is whom they are working for. Because it is very, very clear that what happened yesterday is not about managing or controlling Protestants. No, they are out to deal with people, the protesters. It is very, very obvious. Now, if Nigerian police truly manage it well, why are there casualties? Why are there injuries? Why are people running for their life? Why are there people choking, trying to, scamping for air, trying to? Because if you use rubber bullets or maybe water cannon, at least that person will maybe get wet. At times, I know that water used to be painful, but it will not be as painful or as harmful as tear gas. Well, in summary, the only thing I want to tell us is that Nigerian police, you guys have failed. You guys have really failed. Well, the normal thing now, they fail always, but because I'm not even surprised. But what made me even talked about this topic is this PRO that claimed he's well trained, that said that tear gas is not a weapon of massive destruction. You need to call yourself to order, Mr. PRO. I don't know who gave you that script, or maybe who called you because you feel like, okay, maybe you speak well, you know how to put your words, and you think that a lot of Nigerians will fall for it. Gone are those days. Okay, Nigeria has gone, or maybe people have gone way beyond that. We make researches these days, and we tend to know, okay, this thing that you call that you say is not as harmful as, how harmful is it to human health? You call yourself a trained person, but you know that this tear gas is not harmful to human health. But why didn't you take the measure approved by UN and the Amnesty International? The way what they approved when it comes to protest. Guys, I don't really have much to talk about this, but I'll let you to be the judge. I'll let you to be the judge, Then judge this case and tell me, when is police brutality ending in this country called Nigeria? In this our country called Nigeria. The only loving thing I love about this is that this protest is not ending anytime soon, because Sowore has made it known to us that a new date for this protest is coming, and this time around a lot of dignitaries will be joining it. The doctors, the surgeons, those people that you think that don't even have time, we have time for this, because it's going to be the mother of all protests. Well, guys, I'll see you on our next video. Let me know what your thought is concerning this Mugu called toxic tear gas is not harmful to human health, that is not a weapon of massive destruction. I want to know your take, okay? One love. Peace.